Hi, I'm Jim Heimann. I'm one of the curators of the Donkey Show. And the premise of the Donkey Show is really all about bait and switch, expectation and reality. And the bottom line is really border issues. So what you're looking at here in the project room is several things. We have divided the show into two concepts about the donkey show. One of them is what a lot of people expect when you say donkey show in Tijuana, which is really an urban legend. And that is a sex show that has been perpetuated in myth form for almost 100 years. Does a donkey show really exist? Possibly, and possibly not. In the vitrine with the music, primarily the music objects, you will see several references to a show that was called The Lady and the Gorilla, which gives you some inclination as to what you might expect a show, which was really a vaudeville and burlesque show as opposed to something of overt sexual nature. But this gives kind of a prelude to the fact that there may have been some inclusion of a actual donkey show. That's one aspect of the donkey show. The other is something that most tourists have come to expect when they go to Tijuana, and this is part of the more of the border issues of Americans exploiting Mexicans and Mexicans exploiting Americans. Because the history of Tijuana is very complex, but very much tied to Americans, and especially Southern Californians, who were the major proponents of the city of Tijuana in the first part of the century. When people visited Mexico, their expectations were that they wanted to have that experience in the form of a costume and what they expected to be as the stereotype of Mexican culture, which would include a donkey, a sombrero, and a serape. And the Mexicans were more than happy to deliver this expectation by Americans by having the trappings of what was considered a typical Mexican wardrobe. So those are the two aspects of the donkey show. So in addition to what you see with the musical aspect, the objects and the photographs in the vitrine will show you what was expected, or what the expectations of going to Tijuana were all about in terms of getting your picture on a donkey and or looking for illegal entertainment, which was there and was delivered. You couldn't find these things in America, but going across the border, the things of illicit gambling, prostitution, and so on were all there and available. So the dual aspects of the donkey show, which have existed for over 100 years, continue to exist if you go across the border. The nuances of the drug culture and certainly the aspects of Tijuana these days that make it not such a tourist destination have impacted what has gone on for 100 years. But still, the donkey show continues in the bait and switch.